Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to a new webinar by UAE Chapter of PMI. We welcome you all and thank you for taking time for joining us. Till now, we have 85 attendees, including our five people from panelists. So let's wait for more 5 minutes. And in a meanwhile, you can share your LinkedIn IDs and you can introduce yourself in the chat box so that you get a chance to network with other attendees. Welcome, Pavel. Welcome, Maxine. Also, do mention where you're joining from so that we get to know that we have attendees joining from which time zone and which location. Welcome, Farooq. Welcome, Christopher. Welcome, Shashidhar. Welcome, Nikhil. Welcome, Michelle. Welcome, Noshad. Welcome, Manikandan. So till now, we have more than 135 attendees. Good to see everyone. So we have people joining from US, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah. Welcome, Ziba. Welcome, Alka. Welcome, Emmanuel. Welcome, Adil. Welcome, June. Welcome, Omkar. Welcome, Solomon. Welcome, Sibi. Welcome, Hamid. Welcome, Hafiz. Welcome, Amrita. Welcome, Smita. Welcome, Charles. Okay, just a brief about the webinar. This webinar will be for 1 hour, 15 minutes, and it will be a mix of interaction. Like our speaker, Siji, will be taking you through her knowledge, sharing her knowledge with you on the topic, the intelligent delivery of portfolio office, AI as the engine of strategic execution. And at the end, you can ask the questions. I know most of the people are the one who have already joined our webinar before in the past, so you must be knowing, and I hope you have registered with your registered email ID while registering for this webinar to get PDUs, two PDUs you get from this webinar. We have 165 attendees, a good number. So I think we should wait for one more minute and we can start. Welcome, Sandeep. Welcome, Anurag. Welcome, Ala. I hope if I miss someone's name, so welcome everyone. Okay, so without taking much time, we have around 170 attendees, a good number. So welcome everyone. A good evening, good morning, good afternoon, because we have people from different time zones. My name is Ankur, and I'm the moderator for today, along with my um, colleagues Joyce, Amir, Achal, and our respected guest, our speaker, Siji. So, as we know that you guys must be having a busy day, and thank you for taking your time for this session. And this sessions you will get two PDUs, and I hope, as I said before, also you must have registered with your registered email ID while registering for this event. It will be a very interactive session where you'll be learning a lot from our speaker, and I hope you have any questions or suggestions you can post in the chat box, or you can post your questions in the Q&A sections. So we'll take you through the presentation for our chapter. Okay, so we are a part of PMI UAE chapter, which is a part of PMI Global. And PMI was founded in 1969 by a group of working project managers. And even after 50 years, PMI is the only source and resource for all the things in the project management. We offer trainings, accreditations, and we have a community. We are one of the largest professional association in the world. We issue global recognized standards and credentials, and we also sponsor and publish research, thought, leadership, and knowledge content. Our chapter vision to empower and influence individual with the innovative project economy principles to turn the ideas into a reality. Our chapter mission to disrupt and create value-driven opportunities to our chapter members and partners to become agile, innovative, productive in the platform for the growth of project economy. We have totally run by 100% by the volunteers, and we have more than 4,000 plus active chapter members. Also, we have been ranked top 5 in the PMI EMA region. We focus on top leading industries and trends, serving the UAE aspiring community to project managers. We are PMI certified holders and project and program professionals, those that are seeking the project management capabilities and offering and believing in the importance of profession. We are totally dependent on you in order to make our chapter activities as interactive and as possible. Our board of directors, led by our president Amina Abdul Rahman, and supported by the directors from different finance, governance, media and marketing, outreach, member and certification, events, and volunteer engagement. Our membership benefits. If you take the membership of UAE chapter, you get a chance for networking, learning and development, career growth, and events. This webinar is a part of events. We have like member corner and membership spotlight, where in member corner is your space to contribute, share, and elevate the discourse of project management related topics. And in Membership Spotlight, we are thrilled to launch this series, an exclusive initiative dedicated to celebrate the incredible professionals who shape the landscape of project management in the UAE. You have any queries for our upcoming events, you can visit our website, or you have any related to membership, volunteering, and general inquiries, you can send the emails on these email ID. Also, you can follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and WhatsApp. These webinars will be posted on our YouTube channel, and you can have a visit again. You can just watch it again. Okay, so what we'll be getting from this webinar, we'll be exploring how AI is transforming the traditional PMO into an intelligent delivery and portfolio office, a strategic engine digital companion that drives enterprise-wide execution, value realization, and decision intelligence. AI can elevate and empower organization to plan, prioritize, govern, and deliver portfolios. So without taking much time, we can invite our speaker, Siji. So, a brief about Siji is a digital transformation portfolio leader known for scale transformation program with a focus of governance, regulatory alignment, and enterprise value delivery. She has studied in prestigious universities, IIM Ahmedabad, University of Madras, and done a course from John Hopkins Wharton University. Siji bring a rare combination of strategic foresight and hands-on execution across various government, MNC, semi-government sectors. She has led initiative that integrate AI into decision-making, workflow automation, enhance customer experience with a focus on ethic, inclusion, and long-term value. So without taking much time, let's invite Siji to share her knowledge with us. Over to you, Siji.
Thank you, Ankush, for the good brief introduction. Let me just share my screen. I hope everybody is able to see it. Is it fine?
Yeah, we can see it. You can make it full screen. Yeah.
Is it full screen now? Is it
Yeah.
full screen now, Ankur?
Yeah,
It's okay?
correct. It's full screen. Yeah. We
Awesome.
can
Thank
see.
you. Thank you, Ankur, for that. So greetings to all. Thank you all for joining in. It's a pleasure to have you all join this meeting. I know it's a busy day, it's a weekday, and there are other meetings also happening today. And thank you for all of you who have joined, irrespective of your busy schedule. I would like to greet all of you. Bonjour, hola, namaste, salam alaikum, because I can see people from across different countries. Marhaba, shalom. So, like Ankur introduced me, I am Siji. I'm based out of UAE. I am a strategic IT and digital transformation leader with over 2 decades of experience in enterprise-wise project delivery. I've worked in government, semi-government, MNCs. I worked across various industries and domains also, like real estate, banking, manufacturing, technology, education, as well as logistics and ports. I emphasize a lot on data-driven decisions and KPI-based governance. I think Ankur has done a great introduction for me. Thank you for that, Ankur. Now let's I guess most of the organizations of where you're working at would be facing different uncertainties at this point of time. You might have rising complexities, shrinking timelines, resource which is all over, like remotely. You might be having, to handle resources, expectations that keep accelerating. But the ones that will lead the next decade, I believe, are the ones who redesign how they deliver, not necessarily by working harder, but by working smarter. As we all know that UAE has this initiative that for within 2 years, the government, the rulers, would like to deploy agentic AI across various government federal operations within the government sector, as well as in the private sector also. They would like the agentic AI to be adopted. So this is like a mandate to us at the moment, and we are going to unpack this intelligent delivery and portfolio office, AI as an engine of strategic execution. How AI could be a digital companion, an assistant, a business enabler for all of us here. I believe most of us will be from portfolio management, program management, and project managers. So, how we could navigate the next frontier of delivery excellence, how agentic AI could transform how organizations plan, prioritize, and delivers value at scale, moving from reactive oversight to proactive, data-driven leadership. So let's start today with a few questions. I would like some interaction. If you could answer to these questions, I'll give a few minutes. I will read out the questions, and if you could answer at least to the first 3 questions, that would be good. I'll give a few minutes for this. How much time? This is a few questions for you to ponder basically on your current organizational setup. How much time do your teams lose every week to reporting, status updates, and administration tasks? Are we running projects the way we did 10 years ago or 5 years ago with the latest technologies in hand? How early do you know when a project is going to slip? How truly early? If agentic AI could remove 70% of manual PMO work, what would you redeploy that time toward? So you could start answering it on the chat so I could read through that. Why do some projects still miss schedule despite better tools than ever? Why are PMOs spending more time collecting data than interpreting it? What would change if your PMO had predictive dashboards instead of retrospective reports and dashboards? What would your PMs do if they had 8 hours or more extra time to work every week? What risks would you prevent if AI warned you weeks in advance? Is a PMO built for reporting or for strategic influence and value creation? So you could answer to these questions, at least the first 3 perhaps. You could answer, put it on chat. Yeah. So I can see that, yeah, these answers were expected. I can see that, yeah. Okay, there are some who are using it, but yeah, there is already people who are having late issues. A lot of time I can see they're spending on different tasks. Okay. Few are using it, very good for those who are using it, but there are people who still have issues, and there's a lot of delay for them. Okay, some are in the mid of execution. Good, that's also good. Okay, there are few who says no, they cannot, they're still not. Okay, so let the answers keep coming. I'll give a few more minutes. I like the answer. PMs are already working extra time, so let them go and spend time with the family. That's a nice answer. Okay. some are still going to implement it. Okay. And hi to everyone who has give a send across the LinkedIn profiles. Try to connect later. Very interesting answers coming in. Yeah, we could spend more time in managing team and communications for sure. A lot of stakeholder engagement and okay, okay. I like the interaction. Interesting. The answers are looking very interesting. Now, to those who mentioned that they are doing projects like even as they did a few years ago, the question remains: why are we still working this old way? So let's unbox or unpack the way AI can transform deliveries, how PMs, programs, and portfolio managers, the PMOs, can lead and not just follow. Right. Let's look at the current landscape, the challenges faced by the portfolio, program, and project managers. As we all know, today's professionals operate in an environment of complexity. There are tighter budgets, distributed teams across the globe, escalating stakeholder expectations, all while navigating rapid technological change. So the traditional tools and methods once defined, and has changed drastically, and the good governance is struggling to keep pace. So from a portfolio manager point of view, what are the issues that they face? Inability to maintain real-time visibility across dozens of interdependent programs and projects, strategic misalignment as priorities shift faster than reporting cycles can capture, difficulty aligning investment decisions with rapidly shifting organizational strategy, resource contention across the portfolio with no dynamic rebalancing capability, difficulty quantifying the true value realization of strategic investments, because in many cases, benefit realization tracking is still manual and retrospective, not predictive and proactive. What are the challenges faced by the program and project managers? Dependency blind spots that surface as blockers, and there's a significant impact has occurred. As per PMI 2024-25 report, 12% of investments seem to be wasted because of that. 40% of projects miss schedule as per McKinsey. Risk registers are reactive rather than being predictive or proactive. Status reporting consumes 30% of a PMO's working week, which is a lot of time as per the Gartner. So a lot of these tasks which could be automated or which is like a repeated task and which can be automated as per Gartner, 30% of the PMs and PMOs week in that they spent on that. Scope creep and change requests that erode baselines without triggering proactive reforecasting, and which leads to inconsistent stakeholder management, misaligned expectations, and escalations. Talent and capacity planning that relies on instinct rather than the data-driven modeling. So as we can see, the cumulative effect is a delivery function that is reactive, that is fighting fires, than enabling strategic foresight. And the root cause is not a lack of talent or effort. I believe all of us are quite talented. It is a fundamental mismatch between the volume and the velocity of delivery. AI is not a luxury anymore. It's necessity for the organizations to remain competitive and deliver at scale. And the organizations, we should as organization make the transition responsibly and effectively. So introducing the Intelligent Delivery and Portfolio Office, IDPO. This is a transformating revolution where you have a continuous intelligence layer powered by the AI, enabling proactive decision making, adaptive planning, and execution support at every tier of the delivery hierarchy. Let's look at strategic intelligence layer. So this is at the portfolio level where there is a continuous monitoring of the organizational objectives, prioritizations, and it flags any strategic drift, models a scenario outcome. So scenario, I'm sure many will be aware of, or if not, it's like a digital twin where you're actually simulating certain scenarios to see what the impact will be on the resources, on the cost, etc. So you could model that at this portfolio level, the strategic intelligence layer, and surface investment reallocation recommendations, keeping the C-suite well informed in real time. The delivery orchestration layer. So this layer is at the program level, which will assist in dependency tracking, in forecasting milestone risks, in recommending resource rebalancing across work streams, and produce an accurate roadmap projection based on the velocity data. Execution intelligence layer. This is a layer at the project manager level, which will assist the project managers with status updates, risk heat map generation, issue triage, and stakeholder communication drafting, reducing the administrative overhead and accelerating response times. So IDPO is not a replacement of human judgment. It will be a digital companion or an assistant or a business enabler and an amplifier, so that the delivery team and the portfolio office could spend time on relationship intelligence, strategic creation, creativity, and value creation. Let us look at a few of the agentic AI use cases from a project management level, which will help in risk mitigation. For PM's agentic AI will give a most immediate and tangible day-to-day relief, automating the repetitive data-intensive tasks that they consume most of their time. And it enables the PMs to direct or redirect their energy toward leadership, risk management, and team performance. So let's look at the status reporting agent. This agentic AI will help the PMs reclaim a lot of hours every week. It will help generate the reports in the preferred format for each stakeholder audience, with AI suggested narrative adjustments based on the audience preference and communication history. It will also integrate with your technology stack, the systems that you have within your technology stack. It could be task management and collaboration tools like Jira. It could be Azure DevOps. It could be MS Project. It could be any of the tools which will help in this regard. The agentic AI will compile accurate project status updates, RAG assessments, and exception reports automatically. And the reporting time is reduced from hours to minutes. Let's look at another use case, proactive risk and issue agent, which helps with risk detection and mitigation. So this agentic AI will analyze patterns across project data and the historical delivery records to surface any or flag any emerging risks before they could even occur. So it is like it gives early warning signals or variances in schedule data, in team velocity, in action log completion rates, in budget data, in stakeholder engagement frequency, and the risk scores are also continuously updated. And the system generates the recommended mitigations also, ranked by the feasibility, impact, and any other criteria that you would like. Let's look at the meeting intelligence and action tracking agent. This is most of you will have teams within your organization. So this agentic AI tool will help summarize governance forum discussions, extract the action items with owners and deadlines, and distribute structured MOM within the meeting attendees. It will also help monitor action completion, send targeted reminders to the responsible parties, and flag any overdue action to the PM. creating a seamless accountability loop with a minimal manual effort. Let's look at another use case, change and scope control agent for impact analysis. So when a CR is raised, AI will instantly model its impact across the schedule, could be the budget, it could be the resources, and the downstream dependencies, and provide the PMs with a comprehensive impact assessment in minutes rather than days. This accelerates the change governance while improving the quality of decision made at the change control boards. We also have project scoring and ranking agents. This is for demand scoring and project prioritization. This agentic AI will help. Intelligent schedule management agent. So this agent will cater to any delays that occur, any real world constraints or bottlenecks, any holidays or part-time working patterns, skill availability, etc., and address the conflict detection among the resources and do a proper workload management, producing optimized, achievable project schedules. Issue triage and routing agentic AI. This helps in classifying issues as per the severity or the type, or with the AI resolution also, suggested resolution approaches based on similar historical issues. This will definitely accelerate the response times. So PMs are empowered by these agentic AI tools, as mentioned, and it reclaims an average of 8 to 12 hours a week of admin tasks or mundane tasks, and they can focus on more managerial tasks. It will reclaim 30 to 40% of their working week through automation. So that is a lot of significant time where they can use for strategy, team leadership, stakeholder relationship, and deliver quality results. Few of the AI tools for PMs that you could use, I'm sure many of you would be familiar with few of them also. Microsoft Copilot. This is an AI-powered productivity tool in teams and projects. So within your Microsoft ecosystem, most of you should be having the Microsoft Copilot. Jira AI. This is for smart issues, insights, and predictive AI analytics. Again, another familiar tool. Asana Intelligence, which helps with automated task prioritization and reporting. Notion AI, which helps with AI writing, summaries, and knowledge search. ClickUp AI, which helps with AI automation and project optimization. Now, these are a few of the AI resources which is listed in PMI in one of its latest articles, where these are the tools that were listed: Asana, ClickUp, Code, Forecast, Grammarly, HubSpot, Jira, like we saw, Cantata, Microsoft Project, Monday, Teamwork, Write, Writer, Zapier. And these are the different features available against them. So you have the writing assistant tools, which will help with AI writing, summaries, knowledge search, etc. The task management tools for automating the tasks, forecasting, resource planning, and cost management. Now let's look at a few agentic AI use cases for the program managers. So as we all know, the program managers sit at the intersection between strategic intent and project level delivery. And their core challenge is a coherence across multiple interdependent work streams and with a lot of constant change that keeps happening. So agentic AI augments the capability by making decision management, resource planning, and roadmap optimization far more dynamic and data-driven than the traditional approaches. So let's look at a few of the agentic AI use cases here. Dynamic roadmap optimization agent. When there is a significant program event, like a key milestone slippage, a major risk materializing, or a key resource being unavailable, delivery velocity changing, this agent autonomously or recalculates the program roadmap, modeling the forward impact on all the dependent work streams and milestones, and presents the program manager with an updated roadmap recommendation. It also initiates stakeholder communications for the program manager with pre-approved schedule adjustments so that these stakeholders are well informed proactively. We have the workstream coordination or engagement agent. This is an agent which will sit across the work streams during daily virtual stand-ups and help collect progress updates, identify any critical blockers, and it also helps chase overdue actions with the help of communication tools. This gives an overall holistic program level view, flagging exceptions to the program manager, and maintains an always current view of the workstream status without manual aggregation. So the action owners receive automated reminders calibrated to urgency and proximity to the milestones. We also have intelligent resource allocation, like what we saw for the project managers also, where there is a concurrent resource demand across the program, across different projects. Then the agent will evaluate the criticality, the skill match, and delivery risk across all the work streams. It will reallocate based on matching, supply, and demand. Automated program reporting. This is the status reporting which is relevant for a program manager. It could be monthly, weekly, the different reports that are collated. So agentic AI will help with that. You have cross workstream dependency intelligence resolution agent. So this agent monitors the program's dependency real time. When there is a delay that threatens a downstream dependency, this agent helps automate does an impact assessment, identifies the resolution of AA options, such as it could be resequencing, it could be resource reallocation or a milestone adjustment, or improvements, or it could implement low risk resolution options. It could help implement or suggest. It could also escalate complex conflicts to the program manager with a pre-analyzed options paper. This reduces the time between a dependency risk emerging and action being taken from days to minutes. So that's a significant change again. It has a significant impact. Benefits realization tracking agent. This agent will help continuously map the delivery progress to the program's benefit realization plan. So it will give a forecast. It will check the benefit forecast versus the actuals that emerge. So if there is a benefit shortfall as per the trajectory, the agent will generate a root cause analysis, identify which workstream has the issue or the decision that contribute to the gap, and recommend corrective actions. So the benefit owners will receive a proactive alert with suggested actions rather than discovering the shortfalls in periodic reviews. So it will be a proactive alert which goes to the benefit owners who can take correction actions immediately. So the programs deploying agentic AI dependency management have reported up to 35% reduction in cross-project schedule slippage. Let's look at a few AI tools for program managers, cross-workstream intelligence, the few agentic AI use cases that we looked at. Right, work intelligence. So this helps in predictive task insights, in risks, in compliance alerts across work streams. Smartsheet AI. It helps in automated portfolio reporting and resource optimization. ServiceNow AI, which helps in workflow intelligence and cross-department dependency. Power BI AI Insights, which will help in real-time analytics and KPI forecasting across programs. I'm sure you're familiar with these tools. Now, introducing the 4 main pillars for the Intelligence Delivery and Portfolio Office, IDPO. This is a reimagined operating model for the modern PMO, one that embeds artificial intelligence, ML machine learning, as well as agentic automation directly into governance, planning, and the delivery lifecycle. So it's a fundamental shift in how delivery offices create and protect strategic value. So let's look at the intelligence governance layer or the pillar. AI augmented decision frameworks that continuously access portfolio health, flag any strategic drift, and surface prioritization recommendations, enabling the governance board to act on insight rather than retrospective or reactive data. Agentic admin task automation, as we saw already, the admin task automation at the PM and program manager level, where these agents will help or execute the routine, mundane, repeated tasks that you have to do, updating plans, generating reports, could be chasing actions, resolving low complexity conflicts, so that the delivery team and the portfolio office would be free for a high judgment work. Predictive insights and delivery intelligence. Machine language learning models trained on historical delivery data to forecast scheduled risk, any budget variance, weeks before they materialize. It shifts the office from reactive to being genuinely predictive or proactive. Unified data fabric. For all this, we need a single integrated data layer, which will connect the project tools, it will connect the financial systems, your HR platforms, your strategic planning tools within your technology stack, and provide a clean real-time data that the AI models require to operate reliably. So this helps elevate the tasks of the portfolio program and project manager, automating the administrative burden so that they can direct their part to what matters most: stakeholder leadership, strategic navigation, value creation. So let's look at a few of the agentic AI use cases at the portfolio level. Agentic AI at portfolio level enables a level of foresight, precision, responsiveness that manual process simply cannot achieve at scale. Let's look at the few results of this from Gartner, PMI, McKinsey reports. 40% reduction, this is 2024-25 from their reports from 2024 to 25. 40% reduction in reporting overhead. So this is achieved through data aggregation with the help of AI for executive summaries. 3 times faster strategic reallocation, which will rebalance decisions dramatically using scenario modeling, which I mentioned earlier. That's like a digital twin, right? You simulate scenarios, and based on that, you are able to strategically reallocate your resources. 85% forecast accuracy improvement, which has over the traditional RAG status reporting in predicting delivery outcomes. So that's quite a significant change that you can see here. Let's look at a few agentic AI use cases for the portfolio management. Predictive portfolio health scoring and optimization agent. So here, this agent helps produce a dynamic portfolio health score, taking data like schedule variance, budget burn, risk score, resource utilization, benefit realization indicators. So using that, the PMs, the portfolio managers, receive continuous confidence-weighted assessments of which investments are on track, which are probably drifting, and which require immediate intervention or attention. So these are real-time instead of monthly or weekly reporting. Strategic alignment and monitoring agent. So as the organization strategies shift, maybe due to regulations, maybe due to new market conditions or leadership priorities, organization strategies could shift. This agentic AI will continuously map active portfolio investments against the current strategic framework. It helps flag misalignment automatically with recommendations, empowering the portfolio manager. So you can see all these agentic AIs will actually empower, be it the project manager or the program manager or the portfolio manager, to take the right decision at the right time and even earlier. So it's a win-win situation. It's like a digital companion for them in a true sense. Investment optimization and scenario modeling agent. Now, this agent, as I mentioned earlier, helps in scenario modeling, a simulation. So it simulates the impact of reallocating resources, perhaps, or stopping investments, what is the impact, or risk profiles, or accelerating strategic bets. It tests the portfolio configurations against the benefit forecasts, against the risk tolerance thresholds, and capacity constraints before committing to any change. So you well foresee and make the right decision. Capacity demand forecasting agent. This agent is integrated with HR systems, project plans, historical velocity data, and it provides accurate capacity demand forecasts across skills, roles, and geographies, enabling proactive resource pipeline management rather than it being a reactive gap filling. So you're prepared well in advance and you make sure your priorities are met. Let's look at the next agent, which is benefits realization tracking agent. We had a look at it even at the program level. So it monitors the KPI data sources across the enterprise, correlates the benefit delivery milestones against the benefit realization plan with actual measured outcomes, and proactively flags any benefit shortfalls so that the benefit owner can take it up and make corrective actions immediately. Regulatory and compliance sentinel agent. This helps address regulatory requirements relevant to the portfolio initiatives which are active. It automatically cross-references the compliance obligations with the project plans and risk registers and raises alerts if there is any non-compliance. So it is actually empowering the portfolio manager to address exposure proactively again rather than reactively, which is very important when it comes to regulations, as most of you would understand and be aware. Now let's look at the different inputs that go into the AI engine and what are the outputs that come. So definitely we have the demand, capacity, funding, risk, strategy, all going into this AI engine or agentic AI to help. So when the demand goes into the AI engine, there will be a prioritization agentic AI helping to rank the portfolio. When the capacity goes as an input, there would be a scenario AI for helping in the optimal sequencing based on the various simulations done. When a funding goes as an input to the agentic AI, then the value agentic AI will help in ROI maximization. I'm sure we all want ROI maximization. When the risk goes into the AI engine, then the predictive intelligence AI helps with the real-time dashboard, predictive and proactive dashboards. When strategy goes as an input to the AI engine, then strategic alignment, agentic AI, which helps with OKR integration, value scoring, investment prioritization, brings in PMO partnering. So AI-enabled delivery lifecycle, if you look across the project, the various stages, we have covered AI demand scoring, AI schedule generation at the planning stage, AI performance forecasting at the monitoring stage, AI benefits tracking definitely at the closure stage. Now let's look at a few tools that will help the portfolio AI with for the agentic AI use cases here. Plan View AI. This helps with strategic alignment and portfolio direction and management. Anaplan. This helps with scenario planning and financial modeling, which I mentioned earlier, the scenarios simulation. Celonis Process Mining. This helps with process discovery and optimization. This is also important to streamline the process, make it the best practice processes is also important when you implement agentic AI. You have to clean up the processes to be efficient within the organization. Workboard AI, which helps with the OKR tracking and performance acceleration. Now let's look at the implementation roadmap, the key considerations and next steps. So transitioning to this IDPO, we need all this to be laid. I mean, these all steps have to be followed. One, the first and most important step, establish your data foundation. As you all know, AI is only as good as the data it can operate on. So we need to ensure the data maturity. You have to have data maturity assessments across your project tooling, financial, resource platforms, and any other important systems that you use internally. Identify data gaps, inconsistencies, and make sure it's all sorted before deploying the AI models. As we know, poor data produces poor predictions and erodes the trust in AI output, and trust is very important. So data is the key foundation. You need to first ensure you have the right data across for all these agentic UI use cases. Second, identify high value AI use cases at first. Do not attempt to automate everything simultaneously. I'm sure you are aware of it, that you should be a mess if you try to do that. Rather, you need to identify 2 or 3 pain points could be from your organization point of view. It could be automated status reporting. It could be predictive risk scoring. It could be dependency monitoring. So where your agentic AI can deliver the fastest and most visible value. And once you have the early wins, you get the organizational confidence and the momentum to have a broader IDPO transformation. Third, define the AI governance and guardrails. Establish clear policies governing what AI agents can do automatically versus what requires human approval. This is very critical. You need to have clear policies laid down. Define the escalation thresholds, accountability frameworks, who's going to be accountable for what, boundaries, and audit rates, very important again, for AI generated recommendations and actions. So good AI governance is a foundation of trust and enables a broader adoption. So this is very critical also. Along with data, AI governance is very important, and the guardrails. Invest in people and cultural change. So we all, the portfolio managers, program managers, project managers, and the whole audience here need to definitely be AI fluent. Not to become data scientists, not to that level necessarily, but to understand how to interrogate AI outputs critically. Because you should be able to interrogate and check what you're getting is what is, the right output. You should be able to configure them effectively. Invest in capability development, that is, create communities of practice within your organization, celebrate early adopters and internal champions who use these agentic AI to empower them in their day-to-day tasks as a digital companion or as a business enabler. So it is good to scale iteratively with measured outcomes. So you adopt an agile approach, that is, you build, deploy, measure, learn, and then expand. Need to define clear success metrics for each AI capability, be it time saved, be it forecast accuracy improvement, be it risk response latency reduction. Use these metrics to build the business case for continuous investment. So this is a continuously evolving capability, as you all would be aware, who has already ventured, few of you have ventured would know that this is like a continuous evolving capacity. Now, what are the few things AI cannot replace? Definitely empathy, negotiation, stakeholder influence, judgment, vision. So what we need to have, what we could do, as we saw earlier, is start small. Start, ensure you have clean data, you have clean AI governance properly put in place, automates like few pain points initially, and then slowly scale for what slows you down. So it's basically to help you. It is to assist you or to enable you, enable the business. So that's why we bring the agentic AI to elevate what you're doing currently. So you begin with AI tools. It could be co-pilots if that's available in your technology stack, or any tool for that matter. We have seen a lot of tools. So any of the tools as per your technology stack, automate, make sure you empower with the governance, build the predictive dashboards, because dashboards show you proactively, help you make proactive predictive decisions with the insights it gives. Introduce portfolio scenario modeling, which I mentioned, the simulations for different scenarios, and shift from reporting to value creation. I get this is the time where even as a PMI, you have the MORE, right? You have the manage perceptions, own success, relentlessly reaccess and expand perspective. So value creation is what we need to shift to, our focus need to shift to right now. And we would definitely need human in the loop at all stages for approval across data quality. There should be a human in the loop definitely across all the stages. These tools are just to empower you. Data quality, strategy, even the strategic value creation anchor at that stage, or risk at the risk score stage, governance and compliance for the responsible AI management stage, people and culture innovation stage, ethics and professional responsibility, that's ethical AI stewardship, stakeholder engagement, that is for connecting, aligning with the stakeholder expectations, optimization and innovation. So all through this, we need the human in the loop in all the stages, at all points, at project management stage or program management stage or portfolio management process, at all of these levels. Now, at the portfolio management life cycle, we have all these stages, that is the strategy, governance, capability, and capacity management, stakeholder engagement, value management, and risk management. And we saw already a few use cases across in the previous slides. For strategy, we saw prioritization of the programs, the scoring, the ranking, portfolio optimization. Governance, we saw data anomaly identification, defect reduction use cases. Capability and capacity management, we saw resource estimation or optimization use cases. Uh, that was the intelligent schedule management, yes. And then stakeholder engagement, you had communication, drafting, and conversational UIs. Value engagement, you have budget and plan optimization. Risk management stage, the agentic AIs were helping with the resource risk score identification, scenario planning. So we have use cases across all these different stages. And what we aim to is move from governance 1.0 to governance 2.0. That is from policing to intelligence, from manual reviews to automatic checks with the help of AI-driven governance shift, from static stage gates to dynamic risk gates, from lagging indicators to predictive indicators, from periodic reporting to real-time dashboards and proactive insights, PMO policing to PMO partnering. So this is what we are looking at and aiming at. If you look across, again, these reports are from Gartner, from PMI, from McKinsey. So they have reported the early success and tangible benefits, which seem to be very compelling and measurable results across for delivery performance, for cost efficiency, and team morale. So if you see, there's a 40% reduction in reporting effort using these agentic AI scenarios, which frees the PMO and the different PM staff for higher value analytical work. 3 times for more faster risk escalation. So it gives the risk around 3 weeks prior to the traditional manual reviews, which is a lot of significant. You can make the ensure that risk doesn't even you can take care of the risk and correct it immediately. Can mitigate it immediately. 30% uplift in the portfolio ROI, 50% reduction in manual governance tasks, 30% investment in on-time delivery, cost avoidance in the first year itself. So you can early identify risk programs initially itself, where you know that those programs are at risk, and avoid any program failure in this regard. Yeah. So these are very compelling and measurable results, yeah, by the leading reporting platforms. Now, what is your call to action? Few questions to take back to your organization. I'll give a few minutes for that, so you can, in case you want to take it down. Where can AI remove friction in your delivery lifecycle today? Because each organization is different. So where is it that AI can remove friction in your delivery lifecycle today? Which governance process are still manual, and why? Do your dashboards predict outcomes or simply report the past? How are you modeling portfolio scenarios before committing millions? Is your PMO structured for reporting or for value creation? Why are we still doing admin work that AI can automate? Why are we still surprised by the risks AI can predict? Why are we still reporting instead of advising? Why are we still reacting when AI allows us to anticipate or have a foresight? So there's a few questions that you can take back to your organization, and few questions you can think about how you can improve probably and have an agentic AI to help you, at least on the certain mundane kind of tasks. A few thoughts to leave with you. AI is not just the future of delivery, but it is the new baseline or mandate, even the mandate by the government, as we can see. The question is, will we lead the shift? Will we all leave the shift here or follow it? Your PMO can be a lighthouse, or it can be a lighthouse keeper, and the choice is yours. Just give a little one moment in case you want to take this down. So as we can see, just a short, quick summary, the agentic AIs help the PMs, the PMOs, as well as the program managers, portfolio managers, whole community for less admin work, better visibility and insights, proactive predictive insights. and helps empower the portfolio office for strategic advising and value creation. So AI won't replace PMs, but definitely it will elevate. PMs who use AI will outperform those who don't. The future of delivery is human leadership powered by AI intelligence. And this third journey starts now, and it starts with all of you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I think I will now we'll take question answers. Yes, and back to you, Ankur. I'm
Thank you,
just
Siji, for
stop. Yeah.
sharing your wonderful knowledge with us. And I think everybody has a point like AI will take our jobs. So you have already given an answer. AI can do a lot of things, but few things which AI can't do is like judgment, your empathy, and your vision. Yeah, that's correct. So I think today only in my office there was some discussion going on for the AI. So I have some answers to share with them, so maybe I got to learn something again, what new we have learned. So we have only one question. If you have posted your question in chat box, so I request you to post in question and answer section so that we can share with Shiji. There is one question from Ali Naushad. This is basically related to historical data. So what Ali is asking, I think the main challenge for PMO to enable the agentic AI tool, the organization should have all the relevant historical project data, at least in the last 5 to 10 years of historical project data. Okay. So do you have any insight on this? How to overcome this challenge?
They should have the historical data in the systems that they are having. So again, it depends on the technology stack that they are using, right? So historical data could be in different ways. It could be within the system, it could be within communications. So based on it would be a case to case. It actually depends. So maybe the person can connect with me and I could advise based on the scenario that they have there. But most systems do have, the lessons learned. They are supposed to take it as it's a project management life cycle thing, that you have to take your lessons learned.
Okay. Next question is from CB. Thank you for asking this question. Which AI tool PM can do the training at? I hope CB, this is the question. Which AI tools PM can do the training?
For training, there are a lot of tools actually available. I can't think of one at the moment. I've come across many tools, though I have not used it personally. There was be Camtasia, I believe. I think that should be good for the training also. Let me just check that. But Camtasia is something I used to use earlier. Um, I think that should help. But you can always, all of you, I think many of you reached out to me on LinkedIn also. I couldn't reply to you all. Please feel free to reach out to me, and I will reply to your messages, all of you who have messaged me. Apologies, I had some important things, so I couldn't, but I will make sure through the week I'll reply. And feel free to reach out to me for any of these questions. Yeah, Camtasia should help. It has AI enabled also on it. So Camtasia is a good tool.
Okay, CB, so you got your answer. You can use Camtasia. So this is from Peter. You mentioned like performance improvement figures. So are you or anyone you know actually seeing these, or are they just generic reports for consultants from consultants?
You mean the analysis that I've given? Is that the
Yeah,
one? Yeah,
yeah,
those are
exactly.
from Gartner. It's from PMI, Gartner, and McKinsey 2024 to 25 reports. So they have these yearly reports which are generated. So it's from that. Yeah, I hope
Okay.
that answers. Yeah.
I hope this answer your question, Peter. So another thing is from Murlidhar. So basically, he's thanking for sharing your knowledge with them, and their vision for the IDPO's company. So quick question is, with many enterprises currently restricting public AI tools like Copilot, ChatGPT due to data privacy, or we can say DLP. So data leakage has more a major headache. Exactly. That is one of my question too. How would you recommend PMOs approach building their own secure internal AI models to safely release these benefits, realize these benefits?
So it's again a organization thing. So if they have it's you have to follow the organization strategy, right? So some organizations do allow with Copilot and all with proper security and compliance, layers attached to it. So it again depends on an organization thing. So it's something that if the organization enables it, you could use it. Personally, I wouldn't recommend to use any system as your organization is not in for at the moment. Yeah, but there would be something that the technology stack. Maybe you can talk to the IT people, and they would guide you on what they would be looking at. It is a technology decision at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, that's correct. So I think Srikumar has same question. It's asking about the large scale projects due to data privacy. So Srikumar, I think it's the same answer. Why they hesitate to implement on a large scale project because of the safety, the data privacy and confidentiality. So how he's asking how you consider this and how it will overcome in the nearby future.
So you could probably ask what the issue. See, the technology teams have concerns data privacy for sure, but that there is they can overcome it through various technology upgrades and ensuring regulations, compliance, etc. are met. So your technology team has to help you with that. You shouldn't do something without. Anyway, for any technology tool or any agentic AI, it has to go via your technology team. They have to be convinced, or they have to take the decision. They have to, as per the government mandate also, they have given the mandate that it has to be used, so it has to come in. So it's a matter of when, as quickly as possible, and you can take these questions back to them which I shared, and ask them those questions also, but they have to come as per the country's mandate. At least for UAE, it's a mandate that it has to be used.
Great. So there's one question from Alka. So she's asking for a format, resource, AI tool or template or dashboard. And Cadence, do you use to consolidate demand into one view?
Demand into one view.
Yeah.
There were tools I listed, right? There were a lot of tools which will help you in the PM
So,
level. I had listed a lot of tools, right? So those
so
have that the
do you want to
features. Yeah.
name some tools which can help Alka? And
Yeah, I can do that and just make sure. Yeah, those tools. And there is also something PMO GA has given recently, whether it's Friday Report AI. It covers across the organization. So that also should have Friday Report AI. It was recent last week. It was released by PMO GA, which is part of PMI also.
thank you. So we'll take one more question. While AI is valuable for predicting trends, identifying risk, and enabling proactive decision making, not all AI generated recommendations may be relevant to your organization's unique context. Based on experience with AI, what key considerations or best practices would you suggest for leveraging AI effectively?
So all those, I gave few steps, right? You need the data, clean data, make sure data maturity assessment is done. AI governance is there in place. And yeah, context is important. That's why scenario modeling tools will help in that, in the setting the context right and simulating based on your organization context. I
Thank you.
hope that answers. Yeah.
Yeah. So another is question, but not hopefully. So Peter is saying it did answer his question, but not hopefully. I didn't believe we are okay. Um, okay. Now another question from Peter. Second question is, you mentioned data quality. So do you believe as an industry we have any near the data quality we need to support this?
Yeah, yeah, you have to follow the data quality has to be data. As I mentioned, AI, the trust of AI lies with data and with governance, the clear policies that you have, right? So your data has to be, you know, the best. I mean, it has to be clean and, proper, structured to your need.
Thank you. So another question from Amesh is, how do you suggest that PMO should encourage usage of AI and work towards standardization?
Uh, that's how I gave the use cases and all. I think you can look at the use cases, what will benefit your organization. It would be a case to case basis. So you can take those use cases and then evolve accordingly. I've given no for PMO also, I've given the
Yeah,
use cases. So
that's correct. So Umesh, you can just we'll post this video on the YouTube, so you can have a look once again once we post it after the session.
thank you all for the good, kind comments. I can see a lot of thank you. Thank you to all who has thanked me. Thank you all. I think Ankur, you're on mute. Ankur, you're on mute.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So my question is from Ritunjay. I think he's from oil and gas sector. So he's asking, what is the extent of adopting AI in oil and gas sector globally, as it has a complex projects and it requires a lot of day-to-day challenges. It would be useful to have an insight which business areas within oil and gas sector, such as engineering, documentation, or project reporting, etc. So I think he's asking how we can implement the similar in the oil and gas sector.
I have not worked actually in the oil and gas, but I can research and I can get back to you on that. That's one sector I still have to explore. But all these tools that I mentioned and the use cases are actually domain agnostic. That means it will work across all the domains. You can work it in, I mean, even in oil and gas. So if there's any use case that I mentioned which would be relevant to you from an oil and gas perspective, you could definitely use it. And you can always reach out to me. I will search more specific to oil and gas and I can get back because I've not worked in it yet. So
Thank you. So I
yeah.
think we have taken mostly all the questions. Is there any other questions? So we can take one or two more questions. So if we missed out something, I believe we have taken all the questions. So thank you, Siji, for sharing a wonderful information, knowledge with us. And I hope so we have a lot of answers from this session. And we really want to thank everybody, like 250 people who have joined us and gave their time and energy in taking the knowledge and grabbing the knowledge, even after a hectic day and this kind of weather. So I just want to thank everyone once again for their support in making these webinar possible, and also giving your valuable feedback, you're asking your questions and giving your time. Without thanking our team at the back end, it's not the end of the seminar. We wouldn't be here without the dedication of our team. Thank you, our marketing team, for promoting the webinars on the websites and social media. Also, special thanks to the volunteers from membership, outreach, volunteering, and finance team for their valuable support in making this event possible. Special thanks to my team behind the cameras, Amir, Joyce, Anchal, Parvez, Nida, to make this contribution and making this possible. So we'll see you in the next webinar. Until the time, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay hydrated. Thank you, everyone.